Oh! Okay guys, so here's the deal. So, we ran into... Oh shit. Why is there no cups? What's this? Huh, it's a cup. Okay, okay. There's no tea bags. Oh! Water will have to do. Oh, ice, baby. Okay, now back to what I was about to say. It's one big block of ice. Aha! Stop, why is it sticky? Okay, anyway, back to... Now, back to what I was about to say, or trying to say, 20 times. We ran into an issue with our two isopods. I woke up the next morning and I found them oh shit, they were completely dead. I found them at the bottom of the glass. So these two died. There's a reason for that. I kept them in water. These can also live on land. Oh, look, looks at my hand. Help me! Oh god. So I grabbed another two from the beach. Kept them in a jar. It'd be easier if I just went and got them, wouldn't it? So they're in here. There is actually quite a bit of seawater at the bottom. But the problem is, the reason... Jesus! We have a rock in here. I'm trying to recreate the natural habitat. We have a rock in here. That yellow thing is food. Carrot's food. These are scavengers, so they'll go for anything. So what I do is we have frozen vegetables and stuff in our freezer. And I just basically defrost. I put them under hot water in the tap. That's my kind of defrosting. Do that, chuck it in here, and I actually caught them eating the carrot. I've not seen them eating the pepper yet, because there's a pepper I've got in there. I don't know if I'm meant to be giving them pepper, but they're scavengers. They're built to eat everything. So yeah, those... Fucking hell. So they'll scurry about... is that a word? Jesus, calm down! Okay. Fucking hell! Oh! Don't know what that was. The reason this video is called Good News and Bad News, because the bad news is the last two died. Oh! I keep forgetting what I'm going to say. The reason the last two died is because I kept them in water, and because the water was unfiltered, obviously the water quality dropped overnight and they died. But, guys, this is where it gets cool. When I looked in the tank that same night, within a few hours, the barnacles on the rock were doing the flappy thing that they do, and I noticed I had probably 500 worms that came in the substrate. That's the bad news, that they died. The good news is, I've had these guys for coming on 24 hours now, and I've kept them healthy and good, and they've been going about looking for the food. I don't think they're as big as the last ones. Here's one of them here. I still need name suggestions though. Oh god, that stinks. They're smart. They're going under the rock. But yeah, these can be terrestrial, and in the wild, you don't really see these in water that much anyway. The only time these guys will really be in... What have you got in your head? Okay. The only time these will really be out of water is when the tide comes up. But when the tide goes down... Let me get that off your head, buddy. Do that. See, I look after my animals. Okay, back you go. That wasn't cruel at all. They have an exoskeleton, it's hard. Oh my god, this video has been so everywhere. I've been talking about one thing, going to another. Back to what I said, I'll try and keep it structural this time. The only time these guys will really be in water is when the tide comes up, and that's not for an extended period of time. One of the food sources of... Fucking hell! But yeah, so these guys are mainly terrestrial anyway, and I try to keep the bottom very, very wet. They're a beach-dwelling animal, and every time you flip up a rock, and you see these guys scurrying around underneath, the substrate, the sand, whatever, I'm thinking of aquariums. The substrate, the fucking sand, the gravel will be wet. The reason it's wet is because the sea's right next to it. And I put a rock there because they hide underneath rocks, and I do see them underneath the rock quite a lot. But again, they do come out on top. These guys are like the most active ones of these you're gonna see in the world. Yeah, I put my first video up. I've got 5 subscribers now. Just for that one video, so can't wait to see where this goes. They're actually super freaking easy to look after. I know a lot of you out there doesn't like bugs. Personally, me, I know it's a hobby to keep bugs. Some people do it. It's like they keep ants, or they keep other stuff as well. It's like fish. It's like a fish hobby, but with bugs. Okay, yeah, guaranteed the fish hobby is more popular than the bug hobby. I'm wandering off again. I'm on Mars compared to where I'm meant to be talking. I don't even, see, I'm on Mars. I'm on the Mars of Mars from the... what I'm trying to say is these guys are awesome. Hi. Bye. A little bit of a horror story with these guys. I'm gonna have to move them to a better thing so we can actually like see them, because in this, the only time you could see them is if they're out, which I've only taken about twice so far. Three times, four. I've taken them out more than an average person would take out a frickin' bug. The thing I had them in before was like this small container. One of them actually escaped. I looked in the thing, in the tub, and I noticed one of them was there, and well, I had a bug roaming around my room. But that same morning, not long after, I was walking on my floor and I saw him. He was crawling along, so I picked him up, put him back in the tub. Little while after, and I noticed he'd escaped again. And I was, oh, God. But then I had an idea. I had an epiphany. I'm going to take the other one out and see what he does. And by doing that, I noticed that he started crawling along this way. So I looked this way, because there's a hole bit in the corner of the tank where it's just straight down into the tank. But around the rim there's glass, so they can't climb up. They're not in the tank, remember, it's up at the top, but there's a rim around the top that's glass. They must be down there. And I looked down the hole and there he was. He was sitting there, just as gracefully as could be. They can't climb up glass, they can't climb up this, but the tub had measuring bits on it and they were like sticking out and they can get their little leg like a ladder. I'm gonna start collecting these things. I'm not actually, that would be a bit too far. I'm loving these guys. Yeah, just a quick update. Updating you guys on the current situation. Wishing Nation. Stay here. Come back here. If my mother saw this, she would go crazy. Stay up there. Oh, they're so fun to watch. I don't know why. I seriously need to see some kind of psychiatrist or something. Come here. Whoa, you're gonna fall. Put him back in his tub. I should just make a time lapse of these guys eating it sometime. They don't really seem to be going for... well, I saw them eating the carrot before. I don't know if they're really into the pepper, but oh well. I'm still in the experimental stage with them, seeing what they like best. I still give them natural foods. I think that's it for this short video. Tune in next week for another video. It won't be on these. Yeah, so... yeah. Oh my god, you're heavy. Here's Axel. Axel, the, everything. He's a part of everything. He's got Husky, German Shepherd, quarter Husky, quarter German Shepherd, quarter Lhasa Apso, and quarter Dijon Frise. If that means anything to you, Husky and German Shepherd's the only two I know. He's already 4 months old. Oh, he's my baby. Oh my god, I almost... You okay? I didn't just break your legs, did I? So I'm gonna attempt to get a thumbnail here with these guys. I don't know how this is gonna work out. Wish me luck, Axel. I'm getting a thumbnail with these guys. These crazy kids. Goodbye!